And these are the top 5 horror games I think everybody should play. And number 5, I have Luigi's Mansion 3, which is the newest Luigi's Mansion you can play on Nintendo Switch. It's a lot of fun. It's a classic Luigi's Mansion game, hunting ghosts and stuff, saving Mario, all that. But it's really unique. A lot of the stuff that they do, you don't see in the other games, and the ghosts are pretty cool. And yeah, it's another classic Luigi's Mansion type game. And number 4, I have The Forest. The Forest, it's a really good game. Your plane crashes and you have to survive in a forest, but there's cannibals coming after you. So it's very interesting. And it's fun to play with a friend also. You can play with friends. And yeah, there's a lot of funny moments, and it's pretty realistic too. Like you have to eat and drink. You can't just drink any water, or else it'll hurt you. Like you get sick, and you have to find your son. That's the main point of the game, and to survive in the forest and find your son that was lost in the plane crash as well. At number 3, I have Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares is really cool. It's like I don't really know how to describe it. It's like 2D. Like you're looking at it from it's like you're watching through the window, and it's really cool. Like it can be creepy at times. Like I think it's rated T for teen, but it can be creepy as well. I think it's really well put together, and it's more of like a puzzle game. So like it gets you thinking. So that's always good. Number 2, I have Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. My favorite Resident Evil game that I've played. I haven't played Village yet. But Resident Evil 7's awesome. Like the villains are really good. Like they're creepy, funny, interesting, all that. Plot twists are in this one. I think it's the first Resident Evil that's in first person. And almost everything about this game was so fun. Like you got addicted as soon as you started playing it. Like yeah, once you start, you can't stop. It just gets better and better. Number 1, Until Dawn, one of my favorite games ever. This and Far Cry 5 are two of my favorite games. But Until Dawn, it's basically a movie, but you're making the decisions. You're basically playing through a movie, but you make the decisions. Like almost every decision is like, do I go left or right? And whichever one you choose matters. Like it affects the story. Like I read somewhere there's like hundreds of endings. Literally hundreds of endings. So every decision you make matters. Like they have this whole thing surrounding the butterfly effect. How one decision can affect every other decision. So basically you're deciding who lives and dies. Kind of unknowingly, you don't know if they're going to live or die. But your choices determine who lives and who dies, or where you go and what happens. It's awesome. Until Dawn is awesome. All these games I recommend playing. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing.